Hey everyone, I just had a baby and I'm ready to get back into my weight loss meal prep routine. So I'm focusing on some weight loss dinners, and in this video I'm going to share with you one of my favorites to make. It's packed with vegetables, it's super hearty and delicious, and I could eat this all day, every day. So hi everyone, I'm Veronica and welcome to my channel. I hope that you like this video and subscribe to my channel for more plant-based weight loss meal prep tips and tricks. So let's dive in. So basically the first thing that I do to prepare this dinner is I start early in the day and I use my bread machine. If you've watched any of my recent videos, you know that I am in love with my bread machine I purchased recently, and I've been making bread basically every day. So I've been making this organic whole wheat French bread. This is a very basic recipe. It has just organic whole wheat flour, Redmond's real salt, some olive oil, some yeast, and some water in it. And you basically just put all of those ingredients into the bread machine and you push start, and then in a few hours, this bread pops out. So I have a video on how to prepare that, and I'll share that in a link in the description. But that bread is so good. It's super cheap to make. It costs less than $2, and it pairs really, really well with this soup that I'm going to be making for dinner. So I do a lot of grocery shopping at Trader Joe's. So if you have a Trader Joe's nearby your house, definitely check out my Trader Joe's grocery hauls. I've been sharing a lot of my plant-based weight loss foods that I've been purchasing there. If you don't have a Trader Joe's, you don't need to have Trader Joe's ingredients to make this dinner. But if you do, definitely check out their mirepoix vegetables. It's a combination of celery, carrots, and onion that's already chopped up, and it makes it so easy to prepare this soup because, as you can see, all I have to do is open the package and then you dump that into the pot, and it's all done. You don't have to do any washing of the vegetables or chopping or anything like that. If you don't have a Trader Joe's or you don't have this mirepoix vegetable, you basically just need 1 cup each of onions, celery, and carrots. And then I did grab a head of the organic cauliflower. So I'm going to be making a cauliflower, vegetable, and white bean soup for dinner. So to start, I basically just heated up a stock pot. I add a little bit of olive oil, like about a tablespoon, but this is totally optional. You don't have to add the olive oil. It's just something that I prefer. Then I dump in that package of the mirepoix vegetables. If you're wondering about the term mirepoix, I have a video that I'll share in the description below about what mirepoix is, how to prepare it, how to cook with it, but it's really a basic staple in French culinary arts, and it makes it really easy to get these very healthy vegetables into a variety of meals. So definitely it's worth learning about mirepoix. Then I just basically open the cauliflower package, I chop it up roughly, then I break it into pieces and I dump it right in with those vegetables. I'm going to be pureeing this soup at the end, so it doesn't really matter about how you chop the vegetables. But if you are not going to puree this, I would suggest cutting the cauliflower into the same size pieces, basically bite-sized pieces. All right, then I'm going to add some seasonings and herbs and spices. You can add any seasonings that you prefer to this soup. Basically, you can go ahead and make it like any theme. You can make it Mexican theme, you can make it Indian theme, you can make it any flavorings. Basically, I just use what I have in my cupboard, as well as whatever I'm trying to get into my diet, I like to add into this soup. So I added about a teaspoon of the Redmond's real salt. Then I added about a teaspoon or 2 teaspoons of garlic powder. I like to purchase these herbs and spices in bulk on Amazon, so I'll include some links in the description below about my favorite organic bulk herbs and spices to purchase. But I also add some leafy greens like dried parsley as well as dried thyme. These are packed with chlorophyll and a lot of nutrition in herbs and spices, so I do like to kind of go heavy on my herbs and spices. But you can add other seasonings like dried oregano, fresh basil, dried basil, turmeric, I don't know, kind of any type of flavoring that you prefer. Then another item that I like to get at Trader Joe's is this organic low sodium vegetable broth. This just adds so much flavor to soups. And I think it's just about $2 for a package. So I added a whole package of that. Then I added some white miso paste. White miso paste is basically salty, fermented soybeans, and it adds a lot of depth of flavor into soups as well. And then I like to include some healthy fats like nuts. So I added about a half of a cup of raw cashews, and basically adding all of this to the pot at the same time. Then I add in about 2 cups of water, like enough water to cover all the vegetables in the pot. You don't want to add too much liquid because then it'll just take forever to boil down. But then I also add a can of drained white beans, and that's it. This is all I add to this big pot to make this delicious, hearty, super healthy vegetable weight loss soup. This is pretty low in fat and packed with fiber. It's packed with protein and a lot of vitamins and minerals, which for me, weight loss is really about maximizing vitamins and minerals. I found if I keep that as my focus instead of trying to focus on calories or other things, then it gets less confusing. So definitely focusing on vitamins and minerals for weight loss diet. And then I just simmer everything down for 30 minutes, and then I puree everything using my KitchenAid immersion blender. This is such a great tool for making soups because if you've ever tried to blend hot soup, it can be very dangerous and very difficult. So having an immersion blender, it's basically a stick blender that you put into the pot and then blend everything in the pot, is a really great option for blending soups. I also have a video on how to puree soup safely in a blender as well, if that's your option. But you can kind of puree this to be a chunky consistency or super smooth. It's all up to you. Then I portion about 2 cups of this soup for a dinner, and that just makes a nice, hearty, healthy, delicious meal. And serve it alongside of that organic whole wheat French bread that I made earlier in the day in my bread machine. And then as a garnish, I just sprinkle a little bit more of the dried parsley on top or whatever seasoning that you have on hand. I know it seems maybe a little counterintuitive to include carbs on a weight loss diet, but for a plant-based diet, whole grains are actually included as part of a plant-based diet, especially even during weight loss, because whole grains like whole wheat like this has so much protein as well as so many B vitamins, has selenium, iron, a lot of the vitamins and minerals that are really important to get for a well-rounded, healthy diet. So check out my video on how to make that bread in the bread machine because I actually share the nutritional breakdown of this French bread that I prepare. All right, well, I hope that you enjoyed this easy weight loss dinner. Thanks for cooking with me, and I hope that you like this video and subscribe to my channel. Also, check out my channel membership because I share printable PDFs of all of my recipes there for you to download each month. All right, well, I'll see you in the next video. Hope you have a great day. Bye.